right, so while I'm working through this, decontaminating the Raptor, I'm getting my pad out, my new Incredipad XL, and it occurred to me I should probably talk about this. I haven't made a video about this thing yet. So this is the new, from Microfiber Madness, Incredipad Extra Large. Comes in this nifty little drawstring bag. It's designed at 9.5 by 9.5, which is the perfect size. I mean, I'd asked Corey when he showed me the prototype that was 10 by 10. I said, man, I think it really needs, after testing the Cyclone pad from the rag company and getting used to the Adams pad, which is 10 by 10. So you can see the original Adams pad. I thought 9 by 9 would be perfect, and even better, 9.5 by 9.5 is literally, in my opinion, the best perfect size. So I've been critical about this because these type of pads, because microfiber's cool, synthetic wool's great. This tends to grab all kinds of stuff that kind of gets pinched in here. So they all have their pros and cons. I'd done really well with this for years and years and years. And I really gave microfiber a chance, gave it a try. I don't like the small little sponge. I know a lot of people do. I just don't like the size of it. It's too small. And so what I transitioned to was using the Incredimit, just folding it inside, and then you have this, roughly 9.5 by 8 and change, which, just to give you a perspective size-wise, what you're dealing with, a 9.5 versus I guess it's 7 and change width. And so they came out with this, and it literally is perfection. It doesn't hold too much water, holds tons of soap, not quite as much as an Adams synthetic wool, but it does eliminate some of the possibilities of scratching. Again, you can scratch anything with anything if you're not careful. I mean, ultimately, there's dirt on the paint and we're pushing it around. And so no matter how soft the thing is, if you're pushing dirt around and if you have really finicky, really soft paint, then even this can scratch it. And in fact, one guy on Instagram said, I'm usually pretty short on Instagram. I freaking hate that I can't use my computer to respond because I need a keyboard. I gotta sit there with my stupid phone. So Instagram in the beginning tends to annoy me. But I'd put a picture of this and how it's the new standard. And one guy said, look, I got one and it scratched my freaking car. I said, well, you're probably doing something wrong. Or you're probably doing it wrong, is I think the quote. And really what I meant by that, or what I mean by that, is that you're doing something wrong for your paint. If it scratches, there's really not much you can screw up in the process. Use 2 buckets and use it, and don't apply lots of pressure. So either use less pressure, or maybe you need something even softer. And so this kamikaze sponge is, like, for instance, this is what I use. And you would think sponges would scratch more. If you could feel this thing in person, this is like the softest thing I've ever felt in my life. And so, like my S2000, I only use these. I mean, they're so, and they're not your typical sponge like what you're thinking. It's the softest thing you've ever felt. The problem with it is, as soon as you get wet, it kind of gets floppy. And so this design works, but once you get water and it gets thinner and looser. And so you really, the beauty of this thing is you really can't even apply any pressure using it. It's too soft. But using that just makes sense. To me, I put 4 of them in a bucket and I kind of swap them out as I do little sections of the car. But on my S2000, I'll dunk it in, I'll do 1 swipe, dunk it in, do 1 swipe, dunk it in, do 1 swipe. And so that helps eliminate the chance of scratching that really, really soft black paint. Even with the coating on it, it's still susceptible to scratching. But my Raptor, my suspicion is that it's going to be fine to wash with a normal procedure like this. It would probably be fine to wash with this, but now that we have the Incredipad XL, they are good to go. My guess is this is the week of Thanksgiving in 2017. So if you're watching this video at some point in the future, these right now, they just came out. They're really hard to get. I got 65 more of them. I'm getting roughly 50% of what comes into the US, at least for now. Because me and David from the group and lots of other people have asked for this thing. thing. One of our Obsessed Garage group guys, David, actually took the initiative to say, hey, let's get this thing made. I'd been asking about it for years. I've been asking Corey about it. I've been asking several different companies, the rag company, about creating this. And so it's finally done. And so I like to think that our group of people, I know that our group of people were responsible for why this thing even exists. And so the beauty of this pad is that it exists because of what we asked for, and now we're selling the heck out of them. So the 65 that I just got are already gone. I think I had 75 more orders. So the first 180 that I got were gone, or 140 I got were gone in like a day and a half. So Corey got 280, I got half of them, and then we had 65 more come in, or I'm sorry, like 150 more came in. I think, Jeremy at Shine Supply got some of them. So if you're out searching for these, I don't have any. I'm taking pre-orders on them for now. And again, this is a week of November. If you watch this in the future, I'm sure we'll have more of these, but nothing special to the washing procedure. Just wash it, wash the car, and then when you're done with it, here's the one I used yesterday. All I do is throw it in with my microfiber towels. So this was one that I used, and these are insanely durable. Like you can run it through mud on the side of the car, and they wash right out. And because I use these all the time on using the Incredipad brush, it's the same material, and you're cleaning brake dust with it. But this one I used yesterday. I throw it in the washer with my colored microfiber towels. I wash it cold in heavy duty mode on my Speed Queen with an extra rinse with the towels, and I throw it in the dryer on delicate and I bring it to dry, but on lower heat, right? So I dry it to completely dry, but on low heat on the delicate cycle, and they come out great. And I've done it dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I mean, here's what they tend to look like after a while. So this one has probably been used a dozen times or so it doesn't look quite as nice as time goes on, but it still gets the job done. So anyway, that's the Microfiber Madness Incredipad XL. Oh, last point, I do wash them with Micro Restore only. No fabric softeners, no dryer sheets or anything like that with these. What happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor, foot to the floor.